Hello, good morning, guys. Welcome back to technology. Today we are going to work on Stretch, and we are going to work with the It's Alive project. And it has an objective. It's written here. By completing these activities, you guys you become more familiar with computational concepts of sequence and loops by experimenting with the control blocks. So we're going to use the control blocks and work on loops and sequence. This is what we are going to talk about. And loops by definitions is a series of instructions that is repeated until a particular condition is satisfied. And you guys will also be able to explain the difference between sprites and costumes. And finally, you practice experimenting and iterating through developing an animation project. And as usual, we are going to the It's Alive Studio to have an idea of what we are going to do. So let's go to the It's Alive Studio. And right here on the left, you see the goal of the It's Alive Studio. They ask us to take an image or photo and make it come alive using animations. So we're going to take a sprite and make it come alive, but we're going to use animations, and we're going to use loops. As I said, it's a series of instructions that is repeated itself. And to help us, we are going to use this handout. We have It's Alive handout that is going to help you that's going to guide you through your project. And you can see here it says in these activities you will explore ways of bringing sprites, images, and ideas to life as animations by programming a series of changes. You guys are familiar with cartoons. You know that cartoons are actually drawings that have been animated. It's a series of drawings that have been animated. So today we're going to see what is it like? How does cartoons, how do people come to create cartoons? As in this our Alive handout, which I will post it also. I will include it in my post. We're going to use a toucan bird, and we're going to animate it. You can see that it's a series of 3 images that we are going to animate. And before that, let's go back to the It's Alive Studio, have an idea of what other people have created before us. So this is the It's Alive Studio. There are many projects here. There are more than 100 projects, and I have selected 3 of them to examine and have a look. So we're going to start with the simplest projects, like this one. It's entitled Costume and Backdrop. Let's click and see. It says we're high. Let's take a walk. You see that it's an image has been animated. It's when we look at it, we have the idea of a bird, a flying bird. The bird is flying. It's just a simple image that has been animated. So let's go ahead and see the second project. If we click on it, you see this one has even sound. Very interesting. And to see how the guy did it, if we click on see inside, we're going to see all the code that he used. He used only one sprite, and when they click, starts the sound, the channel sound, and repeat it 7 times. Wait 1 second, change to next costume. This is a simple project. And lastly, we're going to see a more complex one, a more complex project. This one is made of 3 sprites. If we click on it, this is what you are going to experience. It's really cool. Okay, you can see that it's an animated project. All these sprites came alive. So this is the kind of project that we'll be working. And to get started, we're going to use the It's Alive handout. I'm going to do this project, the sample projects for you, and you guys can use your own imagination to create a such like project where you can add any animating. So let's go to Scratch. Okay, I'm using Scratch desktop, and we are going to start by changing the sprite. Let's get the token. Okay, here's the token, and if you click on costume, you see that token has 3 costumes. Sorry, you see that token has three costumes, 1, 2, 3, and if we click through this costume, we see that it's moving. It's like it's moving. So we're going to use loops to have this token give the impression of flying. Let's go back to our code. We want to change the backdrop. Let's look for, let's take this backdrop. It's quite the same thing with the one in our project, this one. Now let's go ahead and code it. When the green flag is clicked, we want this token to move 10 steps, and we want him to change the costumes. Go to the next costume. And we want him to wait, and let's take we start with the repeat block. Yeah, we have used the control block to create a loop. So the first time around it's not going to work well because the wait time is a bit long for the token. So let's see. You see, it's kind of moving, but it's way too slow. Well, what we are going to do, we put the wait time 0.1 seconds. Let's click. You see now it has come alive, and it's moving and it's flying. And but it stopped only after 10 times because we did the repeat block. This time around we are removing the repeat. We take the forever. We want the loop to take forever. We're going to put forever. As you can see, it's moving, but when it comes on the edge, it's kind of stuck. So we go to the motion. We want it when it comes on, it reaches the edge, we want it to bounce. So we're going to take the if on edge bounce block, snap it here. Now it's coming, it's bouncing, it's moving, and to make it more alive, we can add the sound. You can add the sound block. You can add the sound block. And let's go to the sound and look for a sound that is related to the birds. So we're going to click here for the new sound, animals. Let's take this one, seagulls. We'll click here. Yeah, this one sounds more interesting. So we go back to the code and click here, seagulls. Now this time around, when we click, we're going to have this sound. So this is our project. Is now alive, and we want the sound to play forever. Now it's one time. So we're going to take the forever block. Snap it here. Okay. Now this time around, we will be playing the sound forever. So we have the impression that the token is flying. So this is the project. This is we have made our project alive, and this is what I'm asking of you. Do something like this. Don't do exactly what I've done, but use your imaginations to create something like this, and make use of the It's Alive Studio to go through different projects and have an idea. You can create, like this one is a dance animation project where all these sprites are actually there. In if you click right here, you see that there are many sprites. If you click on people, you see there are many sprites here that can be animated, so make use of them. There are many of them here. If I click again here, people, you see that there are many sprites there that can be animated, so you can use one of them, create even your dance. So do whatever you have in your imaginations and bring your projects alive. So this is what I'm asking of you. You can make use of these handouts that I will post, that I will include in my post. You see there's a start here. You have to choose a sprite. You add different costume, add blocks to make the image come alive, and repeat it. So this is what I'm asking of you guys. Hope you got it right. Once you are done, please send me a small video of your project so that I can have an idea of what you did. Thank you very much. Hope to see you next Thursday.